We both are from Iran. We both play left corner. I know how Fazal thinks and how he attacks. I know his biggest weakness. I will prove that I am the best. Irani Panga. Brother Fazal, rok sakot no rokle.
Oh man, that was a challenge if you've ever seen one. Irani Panga. Shadlu, the shadow there, saying he knows the Sultan's weakness. Look at that. 455 tackle points in his pro Kabaddi career. The Gujarat Giants, 4 wins in their last 5. This is the one team that can give the Puneri Paltan, who are looking unbelievable, a run for their money. Will it be the Sultan or will it be the Prince? The starting 7 for the Gujarat Giants, Pratik Dahiya, he's been so good for them. Deepak Singh gets a look in. Arkam Sheikh at left cover. Sonu again, brilliant for the Gujarat Giants. Mohammad Nabi Baksh, Sultan Fazal's trusty lieutenant. Sombir and Fazal Atrachali on the 2 corners. That is a strong team. Make yours now. The Puneri Paltan on a streak. 5 out of 5. Lossless in 6. Sitting pretty at the top of the table. Looking unbeatable. The Dream 11 starting 7. Aslam Inamdar, their captain. The man is a powerhouse. Abhinesh Natarajan and Sanket Sawant. Dependable at covers. Pankaj Mohite and Mohit Goyal, both of these guys, both of these boys love to tackle as well as raid. Gaurav Khatri, who's been brilliant for them at right corner. And the shadow, Shadlu at the left. Make your own team. I'm Rajesh Shirji. With me in the comm box is Navneet.
He's always a player to watch out for, isn't he? He's the showman in the left corner. He's up against his master. Where is it a turn for the apprentice to shine bright?
And the Dream 11 player to watch out for. 455 tackle points in 157 games. Defenders. You know what? I was about to say Raiders, but looking at Fazal scared me so much. I said defenders. Raiders fear that man in the left corner. Aslam Sheikh, he's gone on record saying he's learnt his captaincy from Fazal. Shadlu has challenged him. Let's see how it goes. Gujarat Giants will rate first.
Line drawn. Game on. Kabaddi.
Das Kabaddi, Naam Kabaddi, 8 Kabaddi, 7 Kabaddi, 6 Kabaddi, 5 Kabaddi, 4 Kabaddi, 3 Kabaddi, 2 Kabaddi, 1 Kabaddi.
Any chance running on that 4 corner? But
All right, in the game that's just ended, the Telugu Titans put the Jaipur Pink Panthers under the pump. Will the Gujarat Giants be able to do the same to the Puneri Paltan? Navneet, right at the top, I'm going to put you under the pump. How do you see this game going?
Puneri Paltan winning.
You are a very, very brave boy.
Well, at the moment, you can't bet past the boys in orange. In fact, both these boys are in orange, shades of orange. He's a happy coach, Ramesh Singh. It's a team that's performed well. They have a couple of 3-match winning streaks that they've had this season. They've had a few losses in between, the Gujarat Giants. But more importantly, it's a team that's shouldered the captain, Fazal Atrachali, which is why he'll generally be a calm figure there, Ramesh, because he has the Sultan next to him.
second one, play.
BC Ramesh, the coach of the Puneri Paltan, what a team he's put together. You know that Puneri Paltan Navneet has been together for 8 months. They've not just been training together, they've been living and breathing together, and it shows on the mat.
And for me, that's been the difference, really. It's a bunch of youngsters, young captain, and it so easily could have been different, Fridge. It could have been Puneri Paltan, for example, 8th on the points table, and not being fearless like this.
1 point.
But that's how good they are, because they enjoy each other's success, and they're off the mark like they always do in style.
Well, what is not different is the advanced tackles we've seen the Puneri Paltan put in all season, and there once again it's Aslam Inamdar. I mean, we look at him as a raider, but those guys are just, it's incredible. There is no fear of going off to the bench.
They keep coming at you, they're relentless, they're ruthless. That is just quality. A reverse toe touch on the right corner, and it's as swift as you'll ever see one.
I mean, if we do, yeah, look at the foot movement. Aslam Inamdar's foot movement here. He danced a little bit, and the right corner had no clue that that was going to come for him. Fazal Atrachali, he's got this wry smile on his face there. Now, it's up to the Gujarat Giants Raiders to pull their fat out of the fire. The Puneri Paltan getting off to the sort of start we've seen them do all season.
He's slowly starting to come in his into his own, isn't he? Partik Dahiya, very slow start to the season. He obviously was touted to be the big thing as far as the Giants are concerned in raid. This was last season. Yes, you did see the Sultan in the same jersey as Aslam Inamdar. He was the captain of Puneri Paltan, and he took them to the final. He's wearing the opposite jersey this evening, though. How will that go?
I tell you what, Mohit Goyat just testing the Sultan a little bit on that raid, but staying away from him. Fazal Atrachali, as we've seen him do for most of the season, being quiet at the beginning of the game, for the first half, coming into his own as a defender only in the second half. Right now, it's also all the more important for him to remain quiet because he needs to be on the mat. Mohammad Nabi Baksh now on raid.
Lots of Iranians average on the mat.
Oh yeah, actually.
Nabi Baksh, Shadlu, Fazal.
And what flavor they add, man.
Oh, 100%. They play a completely different brand of Kabaddi. And speaking about brand of Kabaddi, this Pune team is an exciting one to watch. Look at that. Oh, goodness gracious, Aslam Inamdar, you cannot do that.
How? Now, how is it humanly possible to do what he just did? He advanced, he charged towards the left corner, braked midway, and brought out a back kick. Look at that. And he almost turned on a semi-turn.
Wow, that is a thing of beauty. That is just ridiculous lower body strength, balance and core strength. Switch in music.
All right. The right side of the defense is in a chain. The left side, Shadlu and Mohit Goyat are refusing to date because Abhinesh Natarajan says, I will do it for you.
What a season Abhinesh Natarajan is having, Bridge. He started once again, another one who started the season slowly, but he's well into his own, and Partik Dahiya makes his way out.
Took just that split second longer to pull out the kick on Shadlu. It's 1 point each for some reason as a defender stepped out of bounds.
मेरे बात सुन ले नहीं तू फजल पे आएगा नहीं रनिंग चेक मारेगा
The Gujarat Giants, just like that, trailing by 4 and down to 4 men. Now look at the speed Mohit Goyat gathers here. Now that is Fazal Atrachali's brilliance. He let Mohit Goyat come in, pulled him in deeper, made himself smaller, giving enough time to the right side of the defense to come around and clean up.
Look at that. Look at the eyes of the Sultan. He did get support. He'll be very happy that Deepak Singh and Nabi Baksh came in on what otherwise could have been a fairly messy affair.
This game is not just about Shadlu the Shadow versus Fazal the Sultan. This is about Fazal Atrachali versus his ex-team, the Puneri Paltan. A team he's molded. A team he's practically brought up. And to be left out at the auction table is not something he might take too kindly.
He comes back to a familiar coach in the form of Rammer Singh, someone who he spent time with in the past. But, Rich, I'm just thinking, you take on Puneri Paltan. If you send Aslam Inamdar to the bench, a Mohit Goet comes at you. You send a Mohit Goet to the bench, a Pankaj Mohite comes at you. And they're equally good, all of them. They're just relentless and they just keep coming at you.
Yeah, but you're not even talking about the subs. You haven't even begun to say the word Akash Shinde. Well, words.
And he's good. He's equally impressive, that youngster. Just a bunch of young boys enjoying themselves on the Kabaddi mat. It's just brilliant. And we talk about raiding. We talk about
Did you see
Pune.
Abhinesh Natarajan boss it there?
Yeah.
He wasn't scared. He was literally bossing over that raid over Navi Baksh. Sorry, you were saying.
I was just saying, we spoke about Pankaj, Mohit and Aslam and Akash. But there's another player in this team who fancies himself as a raider. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, remember? He went in for that one raid, which was a do-or-die raid. I forget against who the Patna Pirates was. We're talking of Mohammad Reza Shadlu. Right, speaking of do-or-die raids. Crunch time. Sonu. We've seen him play the super sub role to perfection so far for the Gujarat Giants over and over in this season. What can he do here?
Shadlu, Rich, look at Shadlu, how low he goes. It's like Usain Bolt at the start of a 100-meter dash. Oh! Did he get a touch? Aslam saying, you got nothing on me.
No, that's Abhinesh saying he got nothing on him. It did not look like a touch. They're asking for a review if they don't get this point. They have the point. Yeah, it was on Aslam.
What is your challenge?
Both Abhinesh and Aslam were very confident.
Team umpire, Gujarat Giants challenge, rider save 1 point. Our decision, raider out. Please review.
You think it's too early in the game to take this review? Because I have a feeling that this game is not going to be peaceful, for lack of an easier word.
I would imagine the only reason why they went ahead with it is because
There's a touch
Sonu
to the jersey.
Jaglan
There's a
has
touch to the
conviction.
jersey there.
Yeah, there is one. Maybe that's why they went with it, because he was very convinced that that touch was there. Well done, Sonu Jaglan.
He's hit the target on the O.
Well done. A rare occasion where an Aslam Inamdar wouldn't retrieve on time.
Very rare.
Really good match. This is promising to be a great contest. Just 7 minutes into it, but something tells me this is going to be a close one.
And why wouldn't it? Like we've told you, the Gujarat Giants is the one team that can give the Puneri Paltan a run for their money. There's, of course, the Shadlu versus Sultan matchup. There's the Sultan versus the Puneri Paltan matchup there. Clear.
Yes.
Should be one of the more easier decisions.
Jersey number. Okay. Okay. Review successful. Rider save 1 point. Gujarat Giants. Jersey number 3, you're out. Captain, we have retained our review.
It's the first raid point of the evening, Vrij, for the Gujarat Giants, and it comes 7.5 minutes into the game.
Fazal Atrachali, a canny customer as far as reviews are concerned, but cannot get away from that sublime toe touch by Pankaj Mohite, who came in calmly as if he was going to explore and take his time, burst into a second of speed. How explosive was that toe touch?
Yeah, this is a repeat of what Aslam did on the other side of the mat. Some skills these boys have. And the vibe that I get from Puneri Paltan is that they're enjoying themselves.
The vibe I get is they're in a hurry to finish this and get back to the hotel and get a night's rest.
Well, they've had plenty of rest, haven't they? They've made light work of so many opponents. They've gotten lots of rest.
Look at that. We were speaking about this man fancying himself as a raider. That was a quick pursuit if I've ever seen one, but the Gujarat Giants will be wary of that. We've seen him do this before. He's not one to go back with a quiet, empty raid, is he? Let me have some fun while I'm here.
Yeah, it's a rare occasion where he'll be happy going back empty-handed, I think, as the two captains watch on from the sidelines. Kartik Dahiya and Mohit Goet with the captains on either side.
Like this, okay?
But you can just see how the captains have something to say to each of their star raiders.
Pankaj, nothing, okay?
Sultan, the more vocal one. Very clear mandate this season to Fazal Atrachali. He's not just the dreaded Sultan, he's mentor, he's guide. Nabi Baksh trying his signature move there, but this is the Puneri Paltan. Shadlu, look at that. I mean, he cradled Nabi Baksh.
You don't often talk about one individual in this Pune team, and that is Gaurav Khatri. He's been mighty impressive as well. He was the one who made that audacious tackle. Well, I just hope he's happy. He's okay, though. Looks to be in a little bit of pain.
Header out. 1 point, Gujarat Giants.
Well, there was Gaurav Khatri on one side, and there was Sombir on the other. So now, the Puneri Paltan are without the second tip of their spear. Granted, Fazal Atrachali is off the mat. But can the Gujarat Giants Raiders make something of this? Or their defenders, actually, Navneet.
Yeah, absolutely. At the moment, it's very surprising that 10 minutes into a matchup that Mohit Goeth will still be yet to get off the mark. He's been the standout if there is one in this Pune setup. 10 minutes into this game, relatively slow start. Time for us to get into the Patanjali special Chyawanprash strategic timeout.
अगर 3-4 मूवमेंट लगातार करके लात मारेगा तो वो आएगा पक्का. एक बार खड़ा हो गया जर्जर लेके पूरा लात मारेगा तो होने दे कैच यार. 2 and 2 में तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, लेकिन थोड़ा नजदीक लग के स्टार्टिंग में लात मार. और यहाँ से प्लीज एडवांस टैकल मत करो. अंदर होगा नहीं मारना पड़ेगा. अंदर होगा नहीं मारना पड़ेगा. बोनस पाव है, मार दे सेकंड मैन ने लेके बस. कौन सा भी आवा है, ठीक है. देखो उसको भी उसने मारा, गौरव ने भी. कैच होगी. अब ऐसे गलतियां मत करो. अभी नवी को जरूरत नहीं थी मारने की, बहुत गलती कर दी. अभी जो है प्लान क्या है बताओ, क्या करोगे? कौन सा जाएगा रेड या कौन सा चेंज करूँ? एक बार नितिन ने, ठीक है ठीक है. मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, बैंड हो स्टार्टिंग में लात मार. 4 मूवमेंट करके मारेगा पॉइंट नहीं मिलेगा. फर्स्ट या सेकंड में मारेगा पॉइंट मिलेगा, या लिख ले. अगर लंबा भागोगे डर के खेलोगे तो मैच नहीं जीतेंगे. अगर बैंड होके खेल लगा जाते ही थोड़ा डोल देंगे, ट्रक नहीं लगा.
Coming out of the Patanjali special Chyawanprash strategic timeout, and the coach of the Gujarat Giants has asked them to be fearless. This is the war of the stars that's going to come to us. We're going to see Pardeep Narwal. We're going to see Mighty Money. What an evening that's going to be. This is tomorrow.
Biggest tiger we have from Bengal, Mighty Money, taking on the greatest raider we have in the business, in the record breaker, Pardeep Narwal. Poacher's corner now.
मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ, बैंड हो स्टार्टिंग में लात मार. 4 मूवमेंट करके मारेगा पॉइंट नहीं मिलेगा. फर्स्ट या सेकंड में मारेगा पॉइंट मिलेगा, या लिख ले. अगर लंबा भागोगे डर के खेलोगे तो मैच नहीं जीतेंगे. अगर बैंड होके खेल लगा.
If you run long and if you fear the Puneri Paltan, you will not win this game, is what Ram Meher has said to his wards. Pankaj Mohite. Yeah, you're right, Navneet. If Aslam is on the bench, it's Mohit Goeth. If Mohit Goeth is on the bench, it's Pankaj Mohite. There's no let up, just no breathing space. But suddenly, Pankaj Mohite He's circumspect. And this is actually good from the Puneri Paltan because we're not used to seeing the Raiders retreat with empty raids. There you go, exactly what Ram Meher said to Sonu. He asked Sonu if he should replace him, if he should substitute him, and Sonu said, I'm going to do this for you.
Number 8 out.
On the second attempt, he pushed towards Shadlu, lured Shadlu, and he's back with the point.
And just the timing of that attempt from Shadlu, he got that wrong. It was when Sonu was having momentum towards the midline. Oh, this is good! Has he gone past? I think he thinks he's gone past Pankaj Mohite.
1 point, Gujarat Giants.
This is just one though. Oh, and in fact, it's the Giants. In fact, he didn't go past the midline. I thought he took it a little too lightly, and he probably thought he went past it.
You know, I was just going to talk about this. This is an error coming in from Pankaj Mohite. He thinks he's made it here. He hasn't. He's far away from the midline. You know, the thing that the Puneri Paltan needs to guard against is overconfident complacency. When a team wins this way and this much, you know, complacency can set in. Also, the worry for them and their fans is, are they peaking too early? Have they already peaked too early? Well, not by the looks of that.
Well, that wasn't on cue.
Super tackle.
A rough super tackle. Magar ki Jakar, and they pick up a 2-pointer just like that with the Giants breathing down their neck. They do this like they always do, is they'll just get away.
Okay, look at how quickly Gaurav Khatri was behind Sonu there. That brings Aslam back. That brings that little dance back. Oh my God! What is this thing Aslam is bringing out? That is the second time he's done that today.
Jersey number 9 out.
Get a playlist on. Put this on loop. It's the second time he's done that, and it is absolute class from Aslam Inamdar.
You took a long time to find that word, man. I feel you.
Oh, well, there's a dubki. There's the jump, the high flyer from Pawan. So what do you call that move? At the moment, this is what they do when they have momentum, Bridge.
Also, look where he was tackled, man. Wasn't that between the balk line and the midline? Yeah, look, he was ahead. He was ahead.
How often do they pull off tackles between the balk line and the midline? And that's how much they fancy themselves. It's that. Oh, and look at that. Look at that. The nonchalance after that. The audacity of Aslam Inamdar to walk out once after that move, celebrating that point.
He put a back kick on his own palm there. Mohammad Nabi Baksh. He's already been brought down. Will he make the same error again? Looks for a bonus there. They've left a little bit of a hole open. But they've scared Nabi Baksh at this point, it would seem. And now they're doing the smart thing, staying away. They have a 5-point lead.
A team full of youngsters, potential 7 defenders that they play with, Bridge, all of them young, all of them aggressive by nature. They do well for themselves to just pull up right tackles.
Look at that skip in the right corner. Now how quick is Aslam Inamdar?
Jersey number 5 out.
Look at that! Look at that!
Substitution Gujarat Giants.
I mean, if we are this shell-shocked, Sombi, it would be, catatonic.
Surely advance coming below.
Wow, Aslam is putting on a real show. This is some serious skill from the captain of Puneri Paltan. We're seeing the best of Aslam Inamdar. And just like that, when it was a 1-point game 2 minutes ago, it's a 6-point game now. And that's how easy Puneri Paltan make it look. Look at Gaurav Khatri. Look at Gaurav Khatri. Oh, Shadlu! And they all come in unison just in the nick of time.
Fazal had told him that an advanced tackle was coming in. Once again, close to that midline, the Puneri Paltan defense. Shadlu looks like it's really nothing, no problem. I could do this in my sleep. The Gujarat Giants are in trouble here because they've already brought in a substitute in raid that was Nitin, and now there's just two on the mat, one of them being Fazal Atrachali. Both the Iranians, Nabi Baksh and Fazal Atrachali. Mohit Goyat on raid. Fazal Atrachali grabs at thin air twice. Mohit Goyat has him off the mat. Nabi Baksh will put in the final raid. They are on the cusp of an all-out.
First point of the night for Mohit Goyat. 16 minutes into the game. And he picks up the Sultan. They're staring at an all-out from a one-point game. It could well go to a 12-point game in a matter of 8 minutes. That is why Pune are the team to beat.
11 points, actually it's 8 now. If they get Nabi Baksh here, there'll be 3 points. Aslam. The word Aslam just used was control, which is a bit of an anomaly.
Pendulum in unison, in sync. So well coordinated. There you go. Comes the first all-out of the match. You only get one chance to build a dream home. It's the sport of Kabaddi that will give you many more chances. And it's a 10-point advantage that the Paltan have.
But look at the Puneri Paltan. They stayed away from Nabi Baksh. They did not go in for a tackle. They gave him the bonus point. They did not let him get a touch point. And they got the all-out without too much of an effort. So Navneet said it will be a 12-point game. I said it would be an 11-point game. It's actually a 10-point game now. The Gujarat Giants, if anyone can come back against this rampaging Puneri Paltan, oh my dear Lord me, is there no one that can stop this man and this team?
The answer is no, Bridge. At the moment, there is no one that can stop Aslam Inamdar. There is no team that can stop Puneri Paltan. They aren't just winning. They're making a mockery of most teams. And it's a 12-point lead.
No, but I don't think... Yeah, they've...
Gujarat Giants challenge, no bonus, only 1 point. Audition, bonus plus 1 point. Please review.
Again, I think this might be a smart review here from the Gujarat Giants. He's cut the line. And even now when the front foot touches down, or the trailing foot, depending on how you see it. Both feet. Look, the foot at the back is cutting the black line. The foot in the front is on the mat, which means that should not be a bonus.
I don't think he's getting that for sure. Good call from Fazal and the Giants to review this. Every point matters when you take on Puneri Paltan. And that lead is increasing by the minute. Yes. It will still be 11-point lead though.
Okay. Review successful, no bonus, only 1 point, Puneri Paltan. Captain, you have retained our review.
You think the Gujarat Giants could win this on reviews?
Guru coming, more inside play inside, okay?
Well, they really hope to. Who is it now? Sonu Jaglan. Sonu, super sub. He used to be Sonu sub, I would call him, but now he's featuring in the starting 7. He's got work to do. Look at Shadlu. He's waiting to pounce. Look at Shadlu. Have a look at Abhinesh Natarajan. Oh, this Pune team, too hot to handle.
It's not even like they crept up on him surreptitiously. The moment he started the raid, that formation was very clear. He just twisted his foot a bit though. Lost his footing there. That's all it took for Abhinesh Natarajan. To be honest, there's a point on the other side of the mat.
It'll just keep coming. It'll just keep coming. They just keep coming at you. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm trying to think. Bridge, you've been around for a long time. Right from season 1?
Yep.
Yeah. When you look at a team that has been this dominant, does it remind you of any other team from the yesteryears?
Not a one. None. Look at that, 9 points in the last 5 minutes to the Puneri Paltan. They've been relentless. Finally, something for the Gujarat Giants to smile about.
A 2-pointer, just about at the halfway mark. It's Mohit Goyat and Gaurav Khatri, is it, or Aslam Inamdar? They're all raiders, they're all defenders. Oh, it was actually Mohit Goyat gifting one to Partik Dahiya. He had no business making contact, but he did. But they still have a Pankaj Moite. This is what you get.
Look, I tell you what, this Puneri Paltan team is making life difficult for us in the commentary box. Imagine what the Gujarat Giants must be feeling.
And every other team, I think they beat the Titans by 36, if I'm not wrong. In the last 5 matches, they've beaten teams in double digits, in 20s, in 30s.
We're not talking of age here. We're talking of a score difference.
Of a score difference in the 20s, in the 30s. That is a serious margin to win by.
No, but if they maintain to keep this up all the way to the end of the tournament, and look at them, how aggressive they are, how vocal they are in defense.
Half time.
It really is like a lion's den when you have 7 lions staring at you when you enter the den, waiting to pounce on you. At the halfway mark, 20 minutes into this contest, it's an 11-point game. They have a massive advantage, Puneri Paltan. They have looked the better team.
And they've barely broken a sweat. They're not even panting. I mean, if they manage to keep this up all the way to the end, look at him. This is Aslam Inamdar's tough move here. Just look at his foot movement. Look at his foot movement and how brilliant was that toe touch.
For me, it was those surprise back kicks. I think this was one of it, wasn't it? Oh, my God. Put that in the archive. They were going to keep playing that every now and then.
He's got eyes in the back of his head, I'm telling you, man. He knew exactly where his man was. Now, their best tackle strike rate is in the first 10 minutes of the second half. They'll need to bring that out of the bag for sure. If the Puneri Paltan can maintain this level of fitness and stamina all the way to the end of the tournament, because they're going to get through to the playoffs, it'll be a testament to their incredible work ethic. At halftime, the Puneri Paltan lead by 11. The Gujarat Giants will have a lot of work to do to find a way back. See you on the other side.
सुनो, अभी क्या करना है? मोटा बैठ जाओ. सुनो, अभी देखो, अगर कॉर्नर पे 3-4 मूवमेंट कंटिन्यू नहीं करने हैं, थोड़ा नजदीक लग के स्टार्टिंग में लात मार निकल. 3-4 लंबा भागेगा तो कैच होगी. लंबा नहीं भागना है. मारो यार. अच्छा चलो ठीक है. तू ये बता, उसने बात ना छोड़ दो. जब तू 3 में ये क्या था, छोड़ उसने क्या किया था. तुम मानता ही नहीं कोच की, ना कैप्टन की मानता. कहते अरे बात है. किसकी जगह? किसकी जगह? हाँ. सुनो, अभी टोकन नहीं है. वन चेंज कर लेते हैं नितिन. अगर 6 होगा तो लेफ्ट से डिसाइड कर लेते हैं, है ना. फिर इन साइड में फिर ले आएंगे. डिफेंस के लिए तो चाहिए.
Magic goal, okay? Do it magic again this time. कोई टेंशन नहीं. 20 मिनट बाकी है. Play, fight.
अरे एक लोना लग गया, मैच आ गया हमारा हाथ में यार. एक लोने की बात है. अरे मैच सही चल रहा था, लोना लग जाता, हमारे पास लीड थी, मैच आज जीता रहे. तक नहीं रोक सकती यार. अगर तुम ऐसे करोगे, ऐसे गड़बड़ करोगे तो ठीक नहीं है. जब दोनों सेंटर भी बैठा है, डिफेंडर भी बैठा है. हाँ कर दो. सुने एक सुनो, फर्स्ट मूवमेंट थोड़ा नजदीक लग के डायरेक्ट लात मार. उसके लात पे मारेगा.
We are back. Puneri Paltan, the hottest team in season 10, up against the Jaipur Pink Panthers. It's a repeat of last year's finalists. Redemption at stake for Puneri Paltan. They already had the better of the Panthers earlier this season. Can they make it a double? Halfway into this contest against the Giants, it's 11-point lead for Paltan. They've dominated, they've inflicted the all-outs. Aslam Inamdar has been in great form. The defense of Pune have been red hot. They can't put a foot wrong at the moment, to be honest.
Let's go close to the coach's corner.
एडवांस मारेगा एडवांस मारेगा
जी भवन ने गिरफ्त दिया नो प्रॉब्लम वार्म अप करो
सुने एक सुनो फर्स्ट मूवमेंट थोड़ा नजदीक लग के डायरेक्ट ला
What does even a coach do at such a point? He's sitting outside and he's watching the game. He's trying everything possible. But this Puneri defense just seems impossible to break through. And their raiders, they just have no fear. What does Fazal Atrachali do here? Does he do what we've seen him doing in quite a few games this season, actually in the second half? Does he start to go for it? I think that's the only way the Gujarat Giants can come back into this game, Navneet. If Fazal Atrachali starts to go for it, take the lion by the mane, so to speak.
I like that. They've got to be at their very best if they want to do that for sure. Bring out your A game. Nothing else will work against this Pune team. Look at Shadlu, crouching tiger, or rather crouching lion that he is in that left corner. 5 on the mat. They've got Parthik Dahiya to deal with. He'll be happy empty-handed.
You know what? The Puneri Paltan are communicating in Marathi exclusively. It's a Maharashtra team. And Shadlu's raiding.
I like it. That's what he does, doesn't he? He gets defenders on the mat by surprise. He gets commentators by surprise. He didn't let you finish your line because suddenly you see Shadlu in raid when you least expect him to.
Right, Nitin. Can he turn into the sort of super sub we've seen Sonu turn into in many games this season for the Gujarat Giants?
Bridge, for a team, like I mentioned, a young defensive unit, young players, they're very mature in terms of when they go in for a tackle.
I'll tell you what, that has changed on the run, through the season. When the season began, they were not like this. Remember, there was a game they lost to, who was it? The Haryana Steelers, I think it was. Where, there you go. Arkam Sheikh is off the mat.
1 point, Puneri Paltan.
Pankaj Mohite makes it look that easy. Look at that. And now I think this is a do-or-die raid for the Gujarat Giants. There you go.
They'll punish you if you make mistakes. Arkam Sheikh there, gifting one to Pankaj Mohite. Do-or-die raid. He does have a bonus to pick up. But the wrath of the defense of Pune is what he'll face. Parthik Dahiya.
The raider had a bonus to pick. The defense had a bone to pick. And they picked it very, very easily. And wasn't it Pankaj Mohite who had the first touch? He's a raider. Behave yourself.
I can't believe this team. The audacity of this team. You can't have 7 defenders. That's what they have. They back themselves. They're a confident bunch of fearless youngsters that are ready to take on anyone that comes their way. And at the moment, they're taking the Kabaddi world by storm. Puneri Paltan.
You know what, I'll tell you something. Aslam Inamdar must be feeling really low and left out today. He doesn't have a single tackle point. In fact, he's one of the only 2 players in the Puneri Paltan this evening who doesn't have a tackle point. The other is Mohit Goyal.
I would imagine that that's not going to be the case for too long, Bridge. Give it 16.5 minutes. It might just change at the moment.
Look at Shadlu again. I'm coming.
I love Shadlu. I love Shadlu. He loves the spotlight. He's a proper showman. And he likes to take on the big boys of Kabaddi. Come the Arjun Deshwals, the Pawan Serawats, the Pardeep Narwals. That's when Shadlu lights up. It tells you a little bit about the kind of person that he is. But for now, Mohit Goit, rather quiet night for Mohit Goit.
But I'll tell you what, look what happened on that raid. He'd gone in really deep. Fazal had pulled him in. Sombir didn't come around because they're scared of Mohit's speed. Also, you were talking about the maturity in defense of staying away. They still tackle very close to the midline, but yes, they stay away. I had a chat to Aslam after that game against the Haryana Steelers where they'd lost because of over-audacity or over-eagerness in tackling. And Aslam said we're going to remedy that immediately.
And remedy that they have. Rough super tackle opportunity for the Giants. They're already down to 3. They've already suffered an all-out. And Aslam, my apologies, Fazal Atrachali
Jersey number 1 out.
will fall prey to the opposing captain.
Speed, once again. There was no option.
Substitution,
Fazal
Gujarat
had to
Giants.
go for it. And this is Fazal
55
Atrachali,
feet.
mind you. Aslam knew he was going to come for him. Look at that lunge. And commiserating with Fazal there. Oh.
Look, they are the best of friends as well. Aslam Inamdar was under the tutelage of Sultan Fazal Atrachali. That's where he learned the little that he does know of captaincy, and he was honest in admitting that. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's just going from bad to worse.
They didn't move. Abhinesh was around before the man could move.
I did ask you about from season 1 if there's a team that's dominated the way these guys average. This is my 3rd season of PKL. I don't think there is a more dominant team over the last 3 seasons than Puneri Paltan. A second all-out inflicted on the Giants. You only get one chance to build a dream home, but it's the sport of Kabaddi. Will give you more chances, and the Giants need a few. 18-point deficit.
Yeah, while we've been chatting away, look at that. Look at the gap. Granted, there's 14 minutes to go, but 18 points, that is a large gap.
And you're doing that on the Giants. They ain't no pushover, the Giants, but they're being made to look like one because it's a young, fearless Puneri team that are making a mockery of oppositions.
How brilliant was that from Shadlu? I cannot think of any other defensive outfit that can do something like that to Partik Daya, a raider of the caliber of Partik Daya. And it just carries on both sides of the mat. This time, it's Mohit Goyal who takes care of Deepak Singh.
Well, very curious to hear from everyone that's watching our broadcast as well. Send in your comments on our social handles if you've ever seen a team dominate quite like this. This is an absolute drubbing. Not just on the first occasion, they're doing this game after game after game in different cities against different teams. They aren't just winning, Bridge. They're absolutely annihilating the opponents.
Would you agree with me, Navneet, if I told you that the Puneri Paltan are just showing us, look at that, Shadlu. The number one defender of the season is on raid.
I like that. That just sums up Puneri Paltan. He is the #1 defender as we speak in this season, and he enjoys himself as a raider.
But my question here is, Navneet. Yeah, look at Fazal and him.
Near left cover.
Yeah, well, he's asked the raider to try near the left cover, which is Shadlu again. But I don't think Sonu at this point of time feels it in his stomach. He tried near the left cover. The left cover wasn't having any of that.
How do you pull off so many tackles between the back line and the midline? The success rate, the strike rate is ridiculous for these Lions.
So the question I've been trying to ask you for the past 2 years while this game has been going on is, are the Puneri Paltan showing us a new style of playing an ancient game?
It could well be that. They're breaking the template. They're breaking norms in so many ways, Rich. One of it being a bunch of youngsters, all-rounders, everyone fancying themselves in every aspect of the game. And we speak about it sometimes in cricket where you want to have as many all-rounders that contribute in every aspect of the game. You see that happen in Puneri Paltan here.
All right, you look at that right side of the defense. They'd come around the raider. They just didn't give him a chance to go anywhere close to one side of the defense before the raid had begun. Now a do-or-die raid here. Pankaj Mohite. Look out for his speed.
They're already down to 4. They were just all out a while ago. They'll come back to 5 though. They'll desperately hold on. It's a point after a while for the Giants.
After about an hour and a half. Sombir, but you can just see, this is what the Puneri Paltan have also been doing to every team that's played them. They've been demoralizing them in the run of the game. It just looks like the Raiders are a little scared now all of a sudden. They're taking so much time to think. That foot movement, that's a little unsure. The shoulders are drooping. There's no force in the raid. Look at where Shadlu was coming.
13 tackle points for Pune in 16 attempts. Do the math. That is one heck of a success rate. 13 out of 16 successful tackles.
And for Gujarat,
4 tackles out of
16.
16. 4 out of 16 versus 13 out of 16. It tells you why Pune are the team to beat. No big name. It's a bunch of fearless boys that believe in each other, believe in themselves, believe in their coach. They've spent plenty of time outside of the mat and they're really enjoying time and enjoying life on the mat. And time for our final Patanjali Special Chyawanprash strategic timeout.
ठीक है, लेकिन डिमोरलाइज नहीं होना है. कोई बात नहीं, लीड है तो कोई बात नहीं. डिमोरलाइज क्या हो गया तो फिर क्या फायदा? हेलो, रोहित को डाल रहा हूं मैं इसकी जगह. रोहित को. ठीक है भाई, 2 and die पे खेलो. लीड, थोड़ा लीड. और सुनो, डीप अटैक मारा तो बैठना है वहां पे. और यहाँ डीप अटैक गो डाइव. ठीक है, बस 3rd राउंड पे खेलो. और तू कहाँ बॉक लाइन पे हाथ खा रहा है यार? थोड़ा अंदर खेल भाई. हेलो, चल.
Hey, bro, either minus difficult, near left cover go.
भाई थोड़ा बैंड होके खेल. और वो तैयार है मान खातर. थोड़ा मूवमेंट कर, लंबा ना बात है. कॉर्नर टू कवर, बस मूवमेंट कर. और वो कवर आने के लिए तैयार है. बैंड रो. ठीक है, डू एंड डाई पे खेलना है.
Bro,
फैसल,
yeah,
only do and die.
hey, दोनों defender playing for I5, 100%.
Do the Gujarat Giants have enough time? The lead is 20. This comes to you tomorrow. The War of the Stars. The record breaker Pardeep Narwal goes up against mighty Maninder. The UP Yodhas versus the Bengal Warriors. That's game number 2 tomorrow. And this is game number 1. The Puneri Paltan back on the mat against the Jaipur Pink Panthers. Will they have it as easy against them as they're having it against the Gujarat Giants? Arjun Deshwal versus Mohammad Reza Shadlu. What a battle.
For me, Rich, that is the big contest. I think if there's one team that will give these guys a run for their money, it's the defending champions, and that too in front of their home crowd. Who knows? It's a tough move. Gaurav Khatri is there.
What a chain. What an immaculate chain. And look at Aslam crouching low on that chain. Abhinesh, brilliant. He's been so good today.
almost feels like they're there where they exactly have to be on the
No
mat.
sixes, last 5.
I tell you what, in those 8 months of training, it's not just Kabaddi that they practiced. I think they've been given special classes in geometry also.
Right, here we go. Final 10 in our 40-minute play. Look at the defensive unit. Everyone contributing to the team scores. And mind you, you show the rating scores. It's going to look so similar. It'll just keep raining tackle points. It's the 14th of the night. There is no answer.
Fazal Atrachali had asked him to go to the left corner. He didn't know where he was running. Gaurav Khatri did.
A high five for Gaurav Khatri. He's got the best blocks in this season, I would imagine. He's always there where he needs to be when a Raider's on his way back home. And more often than not, the Raiders don't get home.
Fazal Atrachali has to pull something out of the hat here. He's itching. I'll tell you what, they've gone flat, the Gujarat Giants. They've been broken.
Yeah, this is tough. This is not just the fact that they're losing, but how they're losing. Dream 11 Game Changer contest. You have a winner. It's got good seats to see the best team in the business.
This is embarrassing for the Gujarat Giants here. Can they redeem themselves even a little bit? Can they? Look, you know, I think it's difficult for them to even come out of this game with a point here, the Gujarat Giants. The Dream 11 Game Changer. Enjoying that wonderful seat, the best seats in the house.
Puneri Paltan.
And Rich, they only have 11 points from 32 minutes of play. It could be a possibility that they'll end up with less than 20 points in the entire match. We're talking about a team that has the Sultan, that has a bunch of other youngsters. Oh, Mohit Goeth! Desperate! But it's the desperateness of the Giants that'll give them a point.
You can see the psychological impact they've had in the Gujarat Giants. Look how long it takes for Rohit Gulia. He thinks again.
33.
He's scared.
No jersey
How
pulling.
long it
Green
took
card warning,
for
jersey
him to
number
come
33.
in for the
Gujarat
assist.
Jersey pulling.
Arkam Sheikh gets a warning there. That's the second substitute they've used in raiding this evening, the Gujarat Giants. There was Nitin earlier and it's Rohit Gulia now. Can they come out with a shred of self-respect, the Gujarat Giants?
He was in the starting 7 for a good part of that first half of the season. Comes in as a substitute now, Rohit Gulia, left raider, which means Aslam Inamdar is in business along with Gaurav Khatri. But watch out, wait.
Look at where Shadlu is. That's what they've done.
Spending 30 seconds. Hey, come. They are lead, bro.
Now look at where Shadlu is. That's what they do.
Oh man, I love this. Have a look at Shadlu now. He'll stare Fazal in the eye. That's why he just is happy to take down no matter who's in front of him. Oh, I love this boy.
Shadlu has 3 tackle points from 4 attempts. Fazal Atrachali has 1 from 4.
One time try bonus, Guru Khatri 100% touch your leg.
Do or die raid, Gujarat Giants.
And there is this yet another lamb to the slaughter, so to speak?
They've slaughtered a few already this season. This is some consistency apart from Fazal Atrachali and Sombir, who are
Did you
both...
hear that?
1 point, Puneri Paltan.
That guttural roar from one of the Paltan players. I think it was Aslam at the end of that tackle.
Mind you, I thought you said something about Aslam not getting a tackle point tonight. I told you that's going to change. It has changed.
Bonus point.
They're going to review this.
TV umpire, Gujarat Giants challenge bonus point. Our decision, no bonus point, Raider out. Please review.
Right, they'll be happy to take anything that comes their way, so they're looking for a bonus over here. But coming back to what I was saying, Sombir and Fazal were with Puneri Paltan last season. They're both on the opposite side of the mat today. Barring the two of them, Puneri have a very similar looking team. The fact that they went to the final last season, the fact that they're on the top of the table this season, this is some consistency from a young team.
It's phenomenal. Speak about taking something out of a season. Nope. And now, even the review is against the Gujarat Giants.
Review unsuccessful, no bonus. Rider out, 1 point, Puneri Paltan. Captain, no more reviews. Your review is over.
Giants' hearts sinking. But that's another player who knows how to sink. The Dubki King, Pradeep Narwal, at the bottom right of your screen. You will see him in action tomorrow against Mighty Money in the War of the Stars.
Well, he has work to do, Pradeep Narwal. He hasn't been at his best. He's been a shadow of what he can bring to the table. He had a tough outing against the Tamil Talaivas in the Mumbai leg, but he gets a new opportunity to tell everyone why he is the greatest raider we have in the game.
At this point, the Puneri Paltan wiping the mat. How is that for a pursuit? Thank you very, very much.
To me, this is what Pune is. This move by Aslam Inamdar, the audacity, is what describes Puneri Paltan and the brand of Kabaddi they play. Look at that.
That was so lackluster from the Gujarat Giants. They are done, they are dusted. There's nothing in them right now. I mean, look at that. Shadlu alone, all the way.
1 point, Puneri Paltan.
That was Deepak Singh. What did he do there?
Mohammad Reza Chiane, you beauty.
Yes, right.
Look at that, the strength of the Iranian. He did it on his own, he didn't need nobody.
Finally, the Gujarat Giants, it's the two old Paltanites playing for the Gujarat Giants who pull off a rough super tackle, a magar ki jakad. And the lead reduces to 21.
Oh, come on, Bridge. Well, it's better thought for the Giants, to be honest, better thought for anyone that has to take on this Pune team. These boys will be taking on Pune tomorrow.
They're looking really scared right now. They're quaking in their boots.
Arjun Deshwal line sizing up this Pune team. Lots going on in the mind of his. He's the best raider we've had from last season.
So I think Bhavani Rajput was sitting next to Arjun Deshwal there. Now imagine Bhavani Rajput and Arjun Deshwal are walking out of the stadium. They've seen this game. No one's saying a word. They're not even breathing in each other's direction. Bhavani Rajput looks at Arjun Deshwal and says, how do we... Don't say it. Don't say it. Pawan asking himself, how do we... Pawan, don't say it. He says that to himself. Because nobody knows what to do with this Puneri Paltan team, man. How do you break through? You know, I'll tell you a very interesting story. I'm sorry, Navneet, but the story goes that the first game of Kabaddi was played during the time of the Mahabharata. Drone's Chakravyuh was the first defensive formation of Kabaddi. Arjun's son Abhimanyu was the only one who could enter the formation. He didn't know how to get out, all right? Every other team is feeling a bit like Abhimanyu right now. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Oh, man. This is some teams. This game is done and dusted. It was done and dusted a while ago. A timeout called by the Paltan just to get a little bit of a breather, drink some water maybe. But Ram Meher and the Giants are clueless. They've left a lot of people in the stands clueless.
Yeah, Arjun Deshwal. And whoever's sitting next to him right now has this far-away intellectual look in his eyes saying...
Listen, I don't need to deal with this.
Yeah, really. I mean,
look at that goal, that score difference. 150. Now you've got to be kidding me.
No, it's 300,000 points. 159, I mean, who does that, really?
Wow.
51 points they're sitting on. 51 points.
And you know what? I'm telling you, Arjun Deshwal is probably wondering, how in the world do I penetrate this defense? There's the War of the Stars. Pradeep versus Money. That's happening tomorrow as well. And so is Arjun versus Pune. Tomorrow's a massive Saturday that you don't want to be missing out on. You run out of words, you run out of adjectives, you run out of things to say to describe this Pune team. 17th tackle point of the night.
The Raiders' name is so new, but that tackle is so old. We are so used to Puneri Paltan doing this.
Oh, Brijesh Hirji.
Is this Shadlu? Hold on.
It is Shadlu, and he's gotten Fazal. Oh! They'll smile.
1 point, Puneri Paltan.
This is unbelievable, man. In a do-or-die raid, your best defender jumps away from your best defender.
Yes. 5 out, 22.
Look at that jump.
The acrobatics, the athleticism of Chiane. He's an impossible guy. You just can't control him.
Give him a point. Just give him a point. Apart from a bonus, give him a touch point. Yeah, they're being kind now. Shadlu, I think, just got a little too happy there.
The adrenaline. Yeah, unnecessary that. But then how can you fault them? They pull that off 9 out of 10 times, Reg. You can't fault them for faltering on that one occasion. Now Pankaj Mohite. Mohammad Nabi Butt and Partik Dahiya. He's still in it, is Pankaj Mohite. Desperate. 9 on the clock. Will he get out of the grasp of the Indian and the Iranian? 5, 4, 3. Should be done. Is done.
Red out. Super tackle. 2 points.
That's the Puneri Paltan for you. This is a rough super tackle, a magar ki jakad, but he just didn't stop struggling there.
Oh, it wasn't Nabi Bucks. I got carried away as well. It was Vikas Jaglan.
Yeah, even I thought it was Nabi Bucks for a second. But that score difference, that difference in scores is still 20.
Many of us thought that this would be a close one only because it was 1 versus 4. It was the Giants that have a good team, that have been in form. But really, if you make the Giants look ordinary, it tells you how special you are. This is a very special team. Shadlu. Let's just hope that that isn't too bad, that left shoulder.
I also think he went in for that tackle because he just come back with a fantastic raid point on Fazal Atrachali in a do-or-die raid. And like you said, adrenaline. And that is curtains. The Gujarat Giants will want to forget this evening. And the Puneri Paltan, just another day in the office.
It looks like there is Puneri Paltan operating in one level and 11 different teams playing catch-up to the Lions from Pune. A comprehensive win. Win number 8 on the bounce. This is a serious unit you don't want to be messing around with.
How do you win 8 games in a row, man? 8 games in a row. And mercilessly. Hardly a close game.
More often than not, they win with 2 digits. Sometimes it's in the 20s, sometimes it's in the 30s. Tonight was 20. Aslam Inamdar and Puneri Paltan are possibly one of the most dominant teams we've had in the history of the PKL.
Also look at, strategically brilliant. They're training. Of course, skills, I'm saying everyone has skills. You don't play at this level without skills. Look at those smiles.
It goes back to what you said about the 8 months they've spent together. They're just enjoying each other's company. It's a bunch of friends having some fun on the mat. Look at that for a defensive performance. 17 points on the night. And a salute to the fans.